Zikhona, welcome. Good to have you with us on 95.9.
Thank you, John. It's always a pleasure being here.
You, at a very young age, moved from Ntoleni and took a journey of more than 900 kilometers to Cape Town. What took you there and what happened when you got there?
My mother got a job as a teacher in 94 at a former Model C school. So once she was able to stand on her own, she took me from Fort Beaufort to come and live with her in Cape Town and go to school there. The problem is when I got there, I couldn't speak English, and the school was an English school, an English medium school, and Afrikaans.
Right.
It was actually bilingual. So then they kicked me out the school for about 6 months of my learning there.
So let me understand that you actually went there in your uniform ready to start, and literally
Yes.
they said, sorry, you need to go.
They said, sorry, you need to go, because I couldn't speak English, but I could
Okay.
read words because
Right.
I was in grade 3, so I could say table, this and this and this and this.
Right.
But also at the time, the school was very racist. I remember there was a point when the teacher used to take me around the different classes to parade this new black child that is coming to the school, and the way that I pronounce the words that she puts in front of me. So then she told my mother that your child can't speak English, so your child has to go. I remember the first sentence that I was able to construct out of my experience there of just about 3 days or something was, "You are stupid." And I remember going home and saying to my mother, "You are stupid." And she said, "Where did you learn this?"
Yes.
And I'd learned it on the playground because the teacher had told the other kids that one is stupid, she can't speak English.
So your mom's a teacher at this school.
Yes.
And doesn't feel with the power relations at the school that she can actually intervene on your behalf. So as I understand it, she homeschooled you for a few months.
She had to teach me English. So when she got home after work, we didn't speak Xhosa.
Yeah.
Luckily, she was renting a back room at the back of someone's house, and they had kids who spoke English. So I had to play with those kids, and those kids only interacted with me in English. My mother was a Xhosa teacher.
Right.
She was earning 1,000 Rand a month. No one really cared about her. Her name is Noma Wetu. They was calling her Portia. There was a staff room. She didn't sit with the other staff because she was the only black teacher there. So that's why she couldn't intervene in the situation. But she managed to make me grasp the language relatively quickly, because I was able to go back, I think, within 6 months of having missed school. Come 2012, the same teacher called me, because then now I'm on TV. So she saw me on TV. She called to apologize. And she actually accepted the fact that she was discriminating against me because I'm black, and she was racist at the time. And she was like, "Zikhona, I just want to apologize for your experience at this school, and I see now that you're a better person." And when she called, I was actually quite angry, because in my mind this is the
Yes.
woman that put my mom and I through so much.
Trauma.
And I was so young at the time, and I really had no understanding of racism and white people, for that matter. In Fort Beaufort, there aren't that many white people, and you don't interact them. They are now in my lived experience. So that was a shock. So I was not aware of, you are this because you're black, this is stupid because, you know what I mean? And she taught that to me at a very early age. And my mom was traumatized by that whole experience. But my mom said, just learn to forgive. She's accepted it, even though it's years later. Just accept her apology and move on.
All of this is happening to you while you're 8 or 9 years old. Strongest memory of it, is it something that you look back on and say, that was a mountain and I climbed it? Or is there a part of you that still feels a wound?
There is a part of me that still feels a wound, not for myself, but
Yes.
for my mother. Because I know exactly what that put her through. As I've mentioned, she was the only black teacher, and she was stripped of her identity, her name. Her father gave her that name, but they insisted on calling her Portia, for example. And when I came, they wanted to call me Wendy. And my mom insisted that, no, you will call her Zikhona, that's her name, because she didn't want me to go through the same experience of being stripped of the identity that I had come with from home. So I still carry some pain for it, but not for me, but for my mother's sake, because I think she managed to shield me from feeling any hurt of it. She managed to, let's just get by. We will pass this. This is the step that we're going through now, but we'll move on.